because the way I perform and the way I've always felt about my career is at such a high level. And I get injuries just like athletes would. You know, I go to fucking battle like athletes would.
Oh my God.
So I've never considered myself to just being a porn star. I've always considered myself much more than that.
I made a video about Andrew Tate 2 weeks ago, and you guys loved it. Then I saw this video of him picking up a porn star, this one to be specific. Adriana checked. And I will say this video absolutely made me change my mind on Andrew Tate as a person. Who am I? I'm a dating coach as of about 10 years. And today I'm gonna decide, does Andrew Tate actually have game? Let's get into it.
Yo, bitch, I got some buzzers clawing at my fucking stomach. I'm from the trunks with the sauce.
I like your voice.
Hi. Can you see my face or just my voice?
I can see your face and I like your voice. So I thought I'd give you a compliment because everyone must tell you all the time that you're beautiful, right? You must hear this always.
They do, yes, they do.
So I thought I'd give you a unique compliment. So I thought I'd tell you how nice your voice was.
Thank you. I like that. What a way to start it out. Well, you look pretty nice over there with your cigar. I like I like the muscles.
Yeah, I'm just relaxing. It's pretty late where I am. So, you know, it's a late night cigar. I'm just trying to wind down. I've had a hard day conquering Earth. So I'm trying to relax a bit.
Oh, yeah? What was the last continent you conquered?
I've pretty much got all of it now. So now it's just like a maintenance thing. I jump around from place to place, making sure everything's in order, making sure the foot soldiers are getting the jobs done. So.
All right. I like that.
I'd like to know your name. Can you tell me what your name is?
My name is Adriana.
Adriana.
Yes.
He is dictating the pace of the interaction. He's leading the conversation. He's not waiting for her to lead the conversation himself. This is a classic mistake a lot of guys make on dates, where let the girl make the conversational direction. They are not the ones leading the conversation. They're the ones waiting for her to say, what do we do next? Which puts him in the masculine, not the feminine.
My name is Andrew, so we're both A. A.
Yeah, A's are the best. And also, I don't know if you made your name, but I am an adult star, and I picked my name. So I picked A because it was the first letter in the alphabet, so I'd become before all the other women on all the sites. So it was a smart business move.
That's very smart. A, alpha. I was going to say that A's come first.
Yes.
I like that very much. I'd like to know your real name one day. Do you think if I get to know you that one day you'll tell me your real name?
Yes, because my real name's a lot cooler. It's a lot prettier.
Is it? I know you don't want to tell out to all the public, but we need to find a way for you to subtly get it to me on the sly so I can know your real name as well.
Okay.
So you're an adult star. That's interesting.
I am. So
How? Go on. Tell me more.
So I would like to say, so you say you're an alpha male. So when you say you're an adult star, I like to say I am the adult star. And I know that two alphas may butt heads, but...
The one thing I do love about this is his body language. Watch the way he's moving, watch the way he's speaking, watch how cocky it comes across. Valuable. A guy that can act and move like this is somebody that is and must be of value. He's punched it through the wall, not at the wall. There's a massive difference.
If you're going to date anybody, you need to date somebody that's going to be competitive and somebody that's a winner. And I win at everything I do.
Well, if you're going to do something, be the best at it. I agree with you.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, chat.
I agree with you there. I don't know, and I mean this with absolute respect. I'm a respectful man.
Chat.
I've never dated an adult star. That might be a bit strange for me because I'm quite territorial. You know, like my girl has to be only mine. And people say it's jealousy, and I don't like that word because as a professional, I have an extremely delicate understanding. I have a very deliberate understanding of the English language, and I don't like when people use words incorrectly because jealousy implies that someone has something you don't, or someone has something you want, and I think that's the wrong word.
I've noticed this with a lot of men that are high, intermediate, and below. They will try to bend to what the girl is and say, that is perfect for me, that is totally my fucking type. However, advanced guys who have a lot of options with the opposite sex, they are picky with the girls they choose. Adriana is a sexy girl. She's very fucking attractive, but he's still willing to say no to her.
Realize it. It's mind near it. You understand?
Yes, I would say I'm territorial too, because I squirt on most beds of the men I sleep with. Try and leave my mark, so.
What the?
That was her trying to qualify and trying to get a reaction out of him. So she's one of those girls that puts a lot of the fact that she's attractive behind her sexuality, which is not really a good sign of her part. It probably indicates that she is somebody with some kind of mental disorder. But then again, she's also a porn star, so that's to be expected.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that would make you how can I be territorial over an adult star? Like, because I think that's part of the fun of having a woman. Like, part of the fun of having a woman as a man is to say, that's mine, only mine. Everyone wants it, but no one can touch it. So how would it work?
Okay, so I definitely agree with you. I will say, being in porn, I have not had like any real long-term relationships. They've all been quite quick and short. So I understand where people...
If you ever want to know what a girl's like in a dating situation and you find out her past relationships, usually they will have a pattern of dating. If somebody has had a lot of short interactions, or maybe all their exes were assholes, there's a good chance that you're going to become the asshole. There's a very good chance that you're going to date her for a very short period of time. That's something to look into. If a girl does have a certain type of dating history, that's going to be her history if you decide to seriously date her.
Coming from, I think it just depends on how much you can coexist with that other person, and if they're going to build you up and make it beneficial for both of you guys to change and grow as a group or as a couple. And, I'm not the type of person to stay in my career because that's what I want. But if I coexist with somebody and we're both coming up together, then you make the decisions you need to as a couple.
Would you quit porn for the right person?
Honestly, I would like to say no, but being a girl, yeah, I probably would for sure.
Do you think that any man you get with now at this stage is always going to have some degree of insecurity or jealousy or be upset by your career?
Should I get Ava, yes or no?
No, so I never really have mentioned, I think it's only ever in person that guys have ever felt that way. And I think it's because I'm very dominating in a room, or I'm very charismatic. So I don't think I normally have problems with people looking at my past. And I choose to
So at this point, she's qualifying to him, and he's not qualifying to her. The person that's qualifying in an interaction is the one that's chasing the other. If you're ever on a date with a girl, ask yourself this. Are you qualifying to her more, or is she qualifying to you? Now, if you're curious what qualifying is, it is trying to build an image to the other person of who you are or what you are, or trying to somehow in some way mold an image of yourself so that they like you, so that they want to chase you or they want to date you and take you seriously. Adriana right now feels a little bit lower value than Tate.
People, or I choose to find like-minded people to where your past is your past. You currently live in every moment you're in. So anybody that would judge me or feel any type of negativity with my past, then I would think is an inferior person for not being able to live in the moment and aspire to better things.
All right, here we go.
It's an interesting worldview you have.
Thank you.
No, it's interesting, and you're clearly a smart lady. You're very beautiful. You have a nice voice, as we've already discussed. I think maybe you're going to meet some men who are intimidated or, to a degree, put off, perhaps, by your career.
Yes, for sure.
I think it's going to happen. But I wouldn't, and I agree with you, some of them are going to be, insecure and jealous. But I think there's other men who just enjoy the fact that a woman is completely and utterly exclusive to them and has a low body count, those kind of things. But, perhaps, maybe. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Before me and you met, before we spoke 10 minutes ago, I thought no, if a girl's been an adult star, if she's done that line of work, probably not the kind of girl I take seriously. But then when I heard your voice, everything changed.
Thank you.
That was a very attracted laugh. Or it's a practice laugh considering she's a porn star. She didn't just get on this podcast simply to talk to Andrew, and I imagine Andrew didn't get on this podcast simply to talk to her. They're both doing this for views, to be fair, but that was an attracted laugh. She's attracted to Andrew.
I've
He's a
never
good
been
guy,
an
guys.
adult star. I've always been an adult athlete. I take myself as more of an athlete rather than a star, and I've always myself that.
Oh my God.
So
Oh,
Well, athlete.
oh my God.
Yes, because the way I perform and the way I've always felt about my career is at such a high
Chad.
level. And I get injuries just like athletes would. You know, I go to fucking battle like athletes
Oh
would.
my God.
So I've never considered myself to just being a porn star. I've always considered myself much more than that. I've conditioned my body to do the things that it does. I've worked out very hard to maintain
Don't do it, Andrew.
the
Don't
healthy
do it, bro.
lifestyle that I have and to be able to continue to do what I do. I take like ice baths every day.
We should be careful because you just said that you got injuries and like
No, don't.
obviously.
Doesn't mean my muscles are tired.
I know. I'm just saying that like if they injure you, I'm going to hurt you worse because I don't know who these men think they are.
Oh my God. Thank God.
So I don't know. I don't know if you're prepared for what's going to come once we fall in love. I don't know if you're ready for that.
Oh,
and
God,
also,
okay.
once you come mine, you're going to have to quit.
Phew in the chat. Phew.
Rubbish,
Okay.
all that.
Well, here's the thing. I love a good competition. I love when people try, and you want to say like, I'm gonna make it hard for you to walk. Let's go, baby, because I'm fucking ready. Let's go to battle. We'll see who walks after.
Hard for you to walk is the easy part, right? I'm a big man. Mm-hmm. I mean, hard for you to like exist because it can't just be physical. Life isn't physical. We live in a metaverse. Right? There has to be a metaphysical plane. It has to be like mental and your soul and your spirit and your body. And this is the problem if you've had sex with or when women have had sex with lots of men, it's kind of hard to penetrate them on a spiritual level, right? Because sex is detached from their spirituality. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whereas if a woman's only slept with a few men, it affects her more. So when you and I
Really pay attention to this part. I absolutely agree with this. I think it's a little bit messed up that, all right, so this is the way that I've always put this. I don't mind it that other girls want to be porn stars. They want to do OnlyFans. They want to do all their different stuff. I believe in freedom of choice, freedom of speech. I like all that. But if I were to have a daughter, if I were to have a girl I was dating, and they said that they were going to do porn, I would give them the conversation that it's not going to be good for you long term. It's a short-term gratification. It's an easy way to make money in the short term, but in long term, you're really going to suffer. There's some girls that like they get lucky and they make so much money doing this stuff, but there's a lot more where they find that when they hit 30, 35, it's a lot harder to find a genuine guy that wants to date them or a healthy relationship. Most guys that are healthy, that are cool, that are at the peak of their skill sets, that are winning it at life, they could date a girl just like this, that looks just like this, that's not so run through. So why would they choose her? It's not beneficial. I just don't agree with it. And I don't like this new culture where they push a lot of girls to be so sexual and how to like, it's women and guys are not the same creatures. We experience completely different dating lives. And that's just apparent. That's just the way the world works.
which I'm sure will happen one day. I'm very understanding that for me to pierce your soul, something has to happen. It can't just be some normal stuff. You understand what I mean? There has to be
I've also found that the same thing he's saying here. I found that with so many different girls that I've dated that have been in the sex industry. In terms of sex is less sacred for them. It's not so lovey-dovey. It's just an act or something they do to keep their man happy and around, as opposed to it being something that you use to connect with them with. It's not this amazing thing to them. It's like just a handshake because they've had sex so many times back to back. And the girls will develop almost this emotional shield, this emotional wall that's impenetrable. And the only way you can get them to react or give them you any energy is to honestly be very... Most of the girls that are like this, they date very aggressive guys. They date very physical guys. They don't like the happy, good people. They don't like authentic, empathetic guys as much as they do the bullies, as much as they do the criminals, because they've had so much sex and they're so just run through it. It's hard for them to actually still get that emotional high off of it.
I do. But my question to you is, okay, so who's smarter, the person that knows about the universe or the person and has studied it, or the person that knows about the universe, has studied it, and also experienced it?
What? What the fuck?
So I think I actually have one up on other people because not only have I done these things and experienced it, and I do know true, deep passion.
What?
And I know sex on a very much, very, very intimate level. When I talk about sex, I literally light up. When I talk about things that make me happy, I light up because I really, really think that,
Bro, I'm not gonna let it just hurt my brain, bro.
A good perception of reality. and I have a good perception of sexual reality and not only just sexual, but more importantly, sensual and passionate reality.
This is her also qualifying as a heads up. This is her trying to win over Tate.
So I think
everything you've said is correct. However,
Yeah.
I don't get it, Chad.
However.
Maybe I just don't understand.
naivety is attractive to men. Like,
okay, I won't doubt that.
A man likes the idea of a woman who is I'll be honest with you, and I have to be very careful what I say, because I didn't know if you know this, but this stream, the guy who owns this channel, Aiden, he's a misogynist. So,
All right.
I've never actually. He asked me to stream with him one time, and I saw some like bullshit clip, and I was like, "No, I can't go on his show. Absolutely not."
Why? What the fuck did I do?
Because you were making Emily Willis do weird stuff. Maybe you are a misogynist.
What the fuck? Whoa! Wait, whoa. Dude.
I saw the clip.
Wait.
So did I. You're a fucking misogynist, bro. Just admit what you are.
Wait, what? Andrew, what?
Oh my god.
So, because he's a misogynist,
Bro!
I am a feminist.
What are
I
they
stick up for
talking
women's
about?
rights. I think that it's completely disgusting that people like him come along and say the things they say.
What the fuck
So
are they
I
even
just want
talking
to
about?
I want to say this in a very delicate way. I don't want him to misunderstand me. But
Yes.
men like the idea of naivety. Men like the idea of meeting a woman who
Dude.
really doesn't know that much about the world, and then being the man who gets to show her the world.
Well,
Bro,
Now,
capping, bro.
you and I won't have.
you have to find a man that's bigger than the world. Didn't you just say you're conquering nations?
I was just about to
Can you
say.
show me the universe?
Baby, I was just about to say. I was about to say, no matter what you know, no matter what those men think they've done to you, no matter where you've been, as knowledgeable as you are, you have met the top G. I can show you things you've never seen. You will not believe how I open up the universe in front of your very eyes. And I can't wait for you and I to talk outside of this misogynistic broadcast. So if you, I know you don't want to give probably don't want to give your Instagram out to the world, but
She
if you
can.
get your Instagram on the sly, then they have your Instagram. I'll talk to you there, and I'll
I have a
show
question.
you some.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. My bad, Tanner.
Oh no!
No. Do I really?
Here we go. Misogynist.
Do I really come up as a misogynist?
I mean, you definitely came off like I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to be on his show now.
Really?
I think, did you make Emily like put someone's foot or something? Emily did something weird on your show, and I was like,
Yeah, but it's not like I whispered in her ear, "Hey, do that," or have a gun to your head. Like she did that herself. You know what I mean? Like I didn't.
because you guided her into it.
When he messaged me to go on the show, I said, "Bro, I saw what you did with Emily, and I'm not really comfortable doing the show." I saw the same thing.
Andrew, you didn't even know what we didn't even know what I did.
A man that's standing up for me. Thank you. Already, this is gonna be good.
You're a man, baby. I'll stick up for you, ride or die. I ain't gonna let him do this shit. I'm here for you. I ain't gonna let him
thank
get
you,
away with
babe.
these things. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. I got your back.
Thank you, babe.
It's okay. Listen, we have to do a long show, so I think we have to go now. But I'm gonna talk to you on Instagram, and
Okay.
we'll continue this conversation away from the him and his
The prying eyes, misogynistic man.
Bro, are you?
The best part about Tate is that he was willing to say no to her, that he was willing to reject her. In this video right here, he did an absolute phenomenal job at talking to an absolutely gorgeous girl and putting her into the feminine. Yes, he is a celebrity, so it does help him out a little bit. They're on the same playing field, so he doesn't have to play as much. She's heard of him. She knows who he is. So in that case, yes, it does make a little bit of a difference than it would for you or me. We'd have to work a little bit harder to win a girl over like this. But even so, Andrew killed it. And that's all I have to say. With that being said,
Yo,
peace.
bitch, I got